I came across basically the law enforcement of Azerbaijan, their like official account. So imagine the police department of the United States having an Instagram account.
Oh man, I don't think I would like the shit on that.
Oh, but I'm trying to put it into perspective. What they are doing is the equivalent of this. Imagine the United States Police Department posting pictures of George Floyd's dead body on Instagram in pride, celebrating what they did to him. This is what the Azerbaijan crew are doing on their own official page. They are posting pictures of our 18 and 19-year-old soldiers that they've captured and tortured and killed and parading it on Instagram. Now, the other question of why Instagram is even allowing that to begin with is a whole other debate.
Like, because it's basically encouraging it if the entire world sees this and does nothing.
And funny enough, they've blurted out and have a warning to say, warning, like extremely sensitive content or whatever, like I want to see, you have to
God
click.
God forbid someone see it,
Mm-hmm.
not like God forbid it happen.
That's where my anger and rage comes from, because it's like, at what point do we consider this newsworthy? At what point do we say enough is enough? I mean, if this was happening here in America on our shores, I damn well guarantee people would be marching on the streets and saying, stop, enough. What is the government doing to stop this? What is the world doing to stop this? Nothing.
Right. I mean, it's disturbing when I think of how easy it is for the American public to, get behind a cause the second there's video evidence of it. But there is more than enough video evidence of this. Mm-hmm. But it's met with apathy. I don't understand it. I can't explain it. I can't comprehend it. I mean, I guess the best we can really do is talk about it and try to get the actual news more out. Because the more people hear about it, the more they have to acknowledge, like, you know what, maybe this is real. Like maybe the government of a country is capable of doing this. Even if we might not want to think that because we're in this sort of insulated bubble where everything just comes down to, lawmakers bickering in a Congress. Mm-hmm. But shit gets realer than that.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, having the conversation is so important. And you just said something so important is like, I don't think people can fathom that something like this could even be happening right now. So it's so much easier to ignore it. It's so much less painful for you to actually admit that these horrible things are actually happening right now.
Right.
And the attack started on July 12 and 13, and there were a few days of ceasefire, and then they started again on the 21st and 22nd, which was yesterday, right? No, what are we today?
Honestly, track. I don't even remember what day it is.
But it's happening. Like this week, it's been happening, and every single day we get pictures.
25th.
So yeah, just not even middle of this week. And that was when I had just come back from Arizona, and I was so overwhelmed. I'm out there trying to find peace with nature and disconnect from the world for a moment just to breathe, and come back to find these pictures being paraded online. And then we had a protest in Los Angeles in downtown, and it was a peaceful protest with bunch of Armenians that, went out to try to speak up and show people what's happening right now. And once the protest was done, as they were leaving, Azeri people showed up in their cars and they started to attack men and women in their cars.
In Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles. And it wasn't even reported.
Fucking Christ.
And it wasn't even reported. And that's where it boils my blood, because it's like, this year alone, we've all gone through so much trauma. I mean, I'm not surprised if we all have some sort of PTSD coming through in a few years. But
got flashbacks to this for the rest of our lives.
I mean, and why is it that the people outrage over one incident but not the other? And that's what makes me ask that question is, you know, for people who are activists and want to promote, you know, being humanitarian and all this stuff. I mean, what is a humanitarian? Does it choose color or race or where? It doesn't choose. We're all human. So why are we not being open and speaking about these wounds openly with everyone right now? Why is the media selective on choosing who they get to talk about? I mean, is this any less worthy of being spoken about?
Right. It's maybe it doesn't fit into whatever narrative is popular at the moment. Mm-hmm. But that feels even worse because that means that people only matter if they're popular.